I have had this ugly looking painting hanging in my entryway for way too long. The first time I actually saw it on the floor of my local thrift store, I thought it was the most beautiful painting ever, and I was so proud to pay $10 for it and bring it home. I now find it extremely tacky and not reflective of my personality at all. Your entryway is the first thing you see when you arrive home, and it is also the first impression your guests get of you and your home. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps I took to make my own painting and make sure I liked how it looked in the space before even touching the brush. I'm Sabrina, and I'm the creator of L'Atelier Co-working and the Focus Journal. I am always looking for the best ways to optimize and organize my business and personal life, which is why I have created Tidy Living. If you want to get inspiring content and tips, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified on upcoming videos. My first step was to take photos of the empty canvas in the entryway so I could digitally try different things before committing. Then I went to look for inspiration. I went on Pinterest and started typing different terms like mid-century modern minimalist paintings, and I created a board of images I liked. In the past, I have created elaborate and detailed oil paintings, but this time I wanted something quick and easy and more abstract than what I usually do. Once I had enough photos pinned, I downloaded a few of them as well as a pin of the color palette I wanted to work with, and I started incorporating elements of each and essentially building the painting digitally. I used Photoshop, but you can also use an app called Procreate on your iPad or any similar app that would allow you to create digital paintings. Borrowing elements from paintings I liked, my painting started coming together. And when I placed it in the photo I took of my entryway, it looked pretty good to me. Until my husband walked in and burst my bubble. According to him, this looked like a 5-year-old drawing and was so bizarre. He had a point, and after all, we do live together, and he would have to look at this painting every single day. So I literally went back to the drawing board and started all over again. This time looking for inspiration that was a bit less childlike and more grown up. Once I liked the design, I tested different colors and orientations and checked how they would look in the entryway. I also double-checked that this was okay with my apartment mate. I settled on this design, but also expecting that things might change during the actual painting process. I was finally ready to paint. I started with prepping my station and my canvas. I am using acrylic paint for this painting because it dries faster and the paint thinner for oil paint makes me nauseous. Even though the canvas was pre-coated with gesso, I made sure to apply a coat of it so that the paint would go smoothly onto the surface. I have to say, painting with real paint on canvas is so much more satisfying than painting in Photoshop. Mixing colors is so much fun, and applying paint to the canvas so therapeutic. Since I picked a painting with simple shapes and lines, copying my digital creation was fast and easy. Seeing the painting in 3 dimensions gave me a totally different perspective of it. After having completed the first draft, I was bothered by the white background as it made me think of sunny side up eggs. So I took a mild creative risk and decided to paint the background this grayish blue. I had to repaint the foreground a bit, but it didn't take too long. This was the fastest painting I ever did, and I love that I allowed myself to create an easy painting because it might encourage me to paint more often. I would highly encourage you to try this process yourself. You don't really have to be an experienced artist to make something nice for your home. How would you rate your own artistic abilities? Do you have some of your own creations hanging on your walls? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos. I'll see you in the next one.